Hi, this is Kathleen LaValle with Huntsville Tutoring Company. Today we are going to talk about this tree that I have designed behind my head. So this month we are focusing on parent support. And in the other video I talked about why parent support is so near and dear to me. And over the past couple of months, I have really felt like I wanted to do something to show not only my students, but my parents why support is so important. And not just why it's so important, but wanting them to know that they truly are supported and that I am not just here to help the child. I am also here to help the parents because together is when we all work together is where the magic is going to happen. So about 3 years ago, I had a friend create a logo for me, and it was a tree, and the tree is all green, and then it has one little red apple in it. But the tree is made up of hands, and I really liked the symbolism of that because I felt like all the hands were my students, and together, they can make a difference not only in this world, but then together we can support each other to make a difference for one child or for many children. So over the summer, or I guess the past couple of months, I started painting some pictures and doing some online just paint classes just to do something fun for myself. Well, over that time, I've learned new techniques, and I guess I gained a little bit more confidence. And so I decided that I was going to paint a tree on my wall. I've had this dream of putting my logo on my wall for several years now, and I had planned to do it in vinyl, but I knew that that would take a while, and I've just never taken the time to do it. Well, over spring break, I decided that I was going to go for it, and we were just going to see what was going to happen. So I changed the tree a little bit. Instead of doing the hands for the leaves, I did the regular leaves, but then I put these hands in the middle. And I love this imagery because I feel like it is so important for everybody to know that we are all together in this. So as you will see, on one hand it says my name, Miss LaValle, and then on the other hand I put several different words because a parent may not be the person helping one of my students. It may be a teacher, it may be a friend, and it could be mom, or it could be dad, or it could be a grandparent. And a lot of times I'll have one like parent that is consistently bringing their child here to tutoring, but then I may have another parent who does practice, or we may have another grandparent who is financially supporting the tutoring. So it's a team effort. It's not just one person. It is everybody working together. And then at the top is the kid. So that's why I put the word you. I want the child to be able to relate that they are being held up by us, by the parents, and by myself. But I also want you to notice that my hand and the hand with all of the parent and grandparent, those names on it, the thumbs are intertwined. And that's because I'm there to support the parent. And you all may not realize this, but a lot of the parents and family members and friends of my students, they also support me. And that's never been more true than this year with the pandemic going on and everything that we've had going on in the world, on top of my child being diagnosed with dyslexia, ADHD, and anxiety this year. All of these things that you're feeling as a parent, I have felt this year as well. And sometimes it's even harder for me because I feel like this is what I do for a living. I should be able to answer all these questions. I should be able to help my child. I shouldn't be confused. I shouldn't be frustrated. But when it's your own child, it's still different. And so more so than ever, this year, I have had so much support for myself and for Ellie through parents and friends and family members. But it doesn't just go back to this year. I'll never forget one of the first years I started, one of my parents and her child came 4 days a week, and I always looked forward to her coming because I had so much fun just talking to her mom. And sometimes it was when I had just had Ellie, and so Ellie was an infant, and I just needed another parent to talk to who understood and who could laugh about and laugh with me about the things that, were going on in my life. Well, that's the same thing that we all need. We all need to know that we are not alone. So I hope that this picture and these leaves and these hands bring you some comfort in knowing that you are not alone. And I will support you, and many, many of my parents will support you. So if you feel like you need a friend, if you feel like you need somebody who understands what we're going through, reach out. Let me know. Because if it's something that I can't help you with, then you see all these names on here? All of these names come with parents and friends and family members that have walked the same path with you. And everybody's path is a little bit different. But I know all of these families so well, and I can share with you people who have walked very similar paths with you. And sometimes maybe you just hearing the story of another student and then how their successes ended up. Maybe that's all you need, but maybe you need me to connect you with another parent who is a couple of years ahead of you in this journey and who has walked a similar path, and they can walk it with you and support you. So please don't ever hesitate to reach out and ask for help. We are all in this together.